This is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to the Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode here on the OSFM rosters on Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson, and what I want you guys to do, because right now I have such a thing to get to, you guys aren't even going to believe it. The thing I need to do is hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 15 likes on today's video, so hit that like button as well. And without further ado, let's get right to what I am talking about. You saw in the title, the biggest blockbuster in Blue Jays history. And why is that? You know what? There might be bigger trades. Fine. That Marlins trade, yeah, you know what? There might be bigger trades. But this trade is going to be the trade that puts us in the World Series. Mark my words. Why am I highlighted on Teoscar Hernandez? He's going over to town. You'll see who for in a minute. As well as Steve Pearce. We're giving up Teoscar Hernandez, 25 years old, 75 overall. That's what he is, actual overall as well. A potential. He's starting to grow. We boosted him a bit with his vision, but he isn't panning out. 4 homers, 10 RBIs, and 128 bats. Just not good enough, and he can't touch lefties because of how terrible he is. Steve Pearce, 6 homers, 27 RBIs, 247 at bats. You know what? It's time to change that up. And what we're going to do is we're going to go right to the trade block. This one makes so much friggin' sense. It's unreal. Tommy Pham, 30 years old, under control for 1 more year, so we're going to have to pay him, but we're going to have to pay Teoscar and Steve Pearce anyway. Might as well pay Tommy Pham for Teoscar Hernandez and Steve Pearce. If you saw that shortstops page, you know the corresponding roster move for this. So Steve Pearce, basically we're trading his contract away, getting more cap space. That will help us when we make our corresponding roster move. Offer this trade to the Cardinals. They make the deal. So now we've got ourselves 2 center fielders, a Tommy Pham and a Kevin Pillar. Well, let me tell you what we're going to do with Tommy Pham. We're going to move him over to left field and see what he can bring there. But I think after all that rehab, it is time to bring up Troy Tulowitzki to the major leagues for the first time in the 2018 MLB season. So Troy Tulowitzki gets added back to the 40-man roster and moved to the major league roster as well, up to a 77 overall. So he's happy to be back, but what we have to do is get our man Tommy Pham in there against everybody in the lineup and hopefully start him up against lefties, because he can crush it either against lefties or righties. He has more power against lefties, more contact against righties. He's going to be an absolute beast for us, hitting in the 2-hole against righties and then hitting in the 5-hole. Except for, where do we have him there? Tommy Pham hitting in the 5-hole against lefties, no DH. All right, we are good. So now the trick is we have Troy Tulowitzki on the bench. He's happy to be there. He's pissed off about being on the bench, but he's happy to be in the major leagues again. So we are going to be gold. The last move we have to make with this huge roster changing trade. You see who we have in terms of major league talent at left field? Nobody. So we have to go in, edit player, general, and move over Tommy Pham. We're going to start him in left field as a main position left field. Oh man, does that feel good. You trade away Teoscar Hernandez and Steve Pearce for a 91 overall left fielder. Do I know what I'm doing? Or does GM Dolynny know what he's doing, eh? 28 homers, 84 RBIs, so we add way far and above what Teoscar and Mr. Steve Pearce were doing, and now our top 3 of the lineup all batting over 300. Our top 4, our top 5 all batting over 300. Take it in, boys, take it in. This is the path to the World Series you just saw embarked on. We're not even going to worry about scrapping any deals with the waiver wires, nothing. We are going for the long haul here up to the September call-ups. Let's get into it. Bottom of the 10th, we're up 10-5. We're Sungwano on for the save. The Athletics rally and beat us. That's unfortunate, but that is the way it goes. We don't need to check that. I'm not concerned. We lose 2 straight after that big trade, but I think we're going to be fine. TJ Zuck ready to go. We'll keep him active for now. And now Troy Tulowitzki getting into his first game as a Toronto Blue Jay. It looks like he could have been into others before, but I don't think so. Anyway, Kevin Pillar needs a triple for the cycle. We win 8-4, so Pillar doesn't get this cycle, but that's all right, and we will auto-utilize TJ Zuck. My cat's having a cat fight once again. Why the hell do they always do that every episode? But you see right here, the gap between us and Boston got a heck of a lot closer. It was 5 games to start this episode. All of a sudden, we are only 3.5 back. That feels good. Tommy Pham, the top batting leader in the AL. Let's go. Let's friggin' go. You got Devin Travis, Tommy Pham, Josh Donaldson starting to crush it because while Tommy Pham's ahead of him, he's getting on base at a 348 clip. Oh, heck yeah, that's going to be massive. Justin Smoke starting in. We are coming along. How's Troy Tulowitzki doing? Well, how about in 23 at-bats, 1 RBI and a 304 batting average? I will take that out of Tulo. That is huge. So we'll get through these 3-game sets and then the 4-game set and see what we can do. Well, how about a sweep of Boston? We're within a game and a half. If we win this one, I think we have a chance. And yes, sir, we win 8-7 and go on to win the next series as well in the opener of the 3rd one. Oh man, here we go. All by a score of 5 runs or more. Life is looking good for the Toronto Blue Jays. This is the move we needed to make, and let me tell you, it is by far the move that it was right. 32 home runs, 102 RBIs. Josh Donaldson, 29 homers, 99 RBIs, batting .316. And how about Justin Smoke doing his thing? Yango Solarte. Everybody just starting to contribute where they need to. Russell Martin's gone cold. It don't matter. That top of the lineup is so far and above what it needs to be that it is ridiculous. You see 83 runs at this point of the season for Tommy Pham in, well, not many at-bats. How many walks has he had? 68 only, so he's behind the pace last year. Dalton Pompey hitting .250 in 28 at-bats, but the bench is starting to get it going. Kendrys Morales should have figured something out for him, and I think we will once September call-ups come along. We should have done it before the trade deadline, but that's okay. I was going to say call up Rowdy Tellez, but we're kind of doomed to have the man himself. Kendrys Morales on the roster for the playoffs. That's all right. As you see, Rowdy Tellez would have been far and above a better option. 21 homers, 72 RBIs. We'll save the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. update for September. I'll show you at the end of the episode, but we'll get with it. We'll go through this series, win another one, and a chance to win another one here as well. The Royals defeat us 5-4, so they take 2 of 4, and then we get swept by Baltimore 74-53. 3 games back of the Boston Red Sox. Yep, far and above that 3rd place wildcard team. This was probably the best choice I've ever made in the Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode. Against the Phillies down 4-3, we've lost some close games. That's the problem. We haven't clutched it there. We clutched one. Won't be able to clutch this one. Jaime Garcia will keep him active. And would I like to stop simulating? No, we will not. And the Rays want to offer us trade. All right, so Denard Span for Eli Mateo. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me think about that. Denard Span, second base, or left and right field capabilities, 72 overall, righty specialist. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it for Eli Mateo. He's one of the guys we signed early on at the start of the season. NC Diaz, we'll let him be injured. It's okay. Top of the 9th, Miguel Castro. But how about this? It's Josh Donaldson with a triple shy of the cycle. We win 6-3, 2-0, and we'll auto-utilize Jaime Garcia. NC Diaz will auto-utilize him. Chance to win this one against Miami. Marlins win 8-7. We've blown a lot of saves this year, and Miami just doing the job. Martin already has 2 homers. That's all that matters in that game. We lose 8-6, 78-58. We fall back 7 games below the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees right on our heels, but it's us and the Yankees in the wild card. That's all it comes down to. September doesn't matter what happens. It's us and the Yankees in the wild card. As long as we don't blow apart. And you see Devin Travis, 11 homers, 62 RBIs, 301 batting average. Tommy Pham, 32 homers, 110 RBIs, 345, 90 runs scored. Josh Donaldson, 33, 107, closing in on a career high. Depending what he can do in September, that's going to be interesting to see. Justin Smoke, 24, 78, so he'll be close to last year in terms of RBIs. Jarvis Solarte, well, young Jarvis having a better year than he's ever really had. Like, there's only 1 year better, and it's 15 and 71 with a 286 batting average. So, bats 280, he has a good year. Randall Grichuk doing his thing with 20 homers. Like, everybody is just coming alive. Kevin Pillar, he started the year slow, 948 and 245. Look at that, he's looking for a career high in RBIs. We're coming on it, boys. We're coming on it. Kendrys Morales still struggling. .67 batting average and 102 at bats. We need to figure out a solution, but I messed that up. Luke Maile, 2 homers, 17 RBIs, 219 batting average. He's gone cold. And Troy Tulowitzki, how about that? 3 homers, 12 RBIs, comes in and contributes big time. Pitching rotation, Stroman went cold, Sanchez went cold, but the other guys started to heat up at the right time. Joe Biagini eating some innings, but we need to get Jaime Garcia back in there, I'd say. Or do we get Jaime Garcia on the bench? I don't know. Joe Biagini sporting the better ERA as a relief pitcher. 8 wins, 1 loss, 4 saves. He's eating up a lot of innings for us, a 130 whip. He's been good. So I think that's what we end up doing. And what are you doing, Bob? What are you doing? Ryan Tepera, Danny Barnes, Trevor Rosenthal, struggling for us. That's unfortunate. And then you've got the other 2 bullpen arms struggling as well. Aaron Loop just getting blown apart. Roberto Osuna, 266 and 37 saves. So he's going to have a new career high this year. Guys, this has been the blockbuster episode of the Toronto Blue Jays OSFM franchise. My cats are killing each other. I have to go tend to that. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Make sure to leave that like, trying to hit 15. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm up on out of here.